Have you ever felt that sudden tightness in your chest after climbing stairs and brushed it off as just being tired? Or do you often wake up sweating in the middle of the night, heart racing, thinking maybe it's just bad dreams or old age? If so, you might be ignoring signs that are quietly shortening your life. But don't worry, today we're going to talk through the diseases that often go unnoticed, yet slowly steal time from your life. The good news? Every one of them can be managed, and in some cases reversed, if caught and handled wisely. Most people don't know this, but aging doesn't automatically mean illness. However, there are some diseases that creep in silently after 60 and quietly shape how long and how well you live. The most dangerous part: these conditions often appear mild at first. You think, it's just a little tiredness, it's just my age, it's normal. But by the time you realize it's not, it's too late. Let's begin with the biggest enemy of elder life quality and longevity: cardiovascular disease. Not the kind that causes a dramatic heart attack on the street, but the kind that slowly narrows your arteries every day while you sit, eat, nap, or sleep. The kind that reduces your blood flow by 5% this year, 8% next year, until one day, even a short walk feels like climbing a mountain. And here's something many elders don't realize: heart disease often doesn't start with chest pain. It starts with unusual tiredness, poor sleep, shortness of breath during activities you once did with ease, or mild dizziness. Most people think heart attacks are about pain, but for elders, it's about breath, pressure, and silence. You may notice your ankles swelling at the end of the day. Oh, it's water weight, you might think, but it could be your heart working double to pump blood, struggling against clogged vessels. Or maybe you're waking up often during the night with a dry cough that disappears by morning. That too could be early heart failure. These aren't scary ideas, they're warnings your body gives you early so you can act. And action starts with awareness. Another deadly and commonly ignored enemy is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. You may not smoke, but exposure to dust, fumes, poor air quality, or cooking smoke over decades can slowly wear down your lungs. So when you feel breathless climbing stairs or speaking at length, and you find yourself stopping to catch your breath more than before, that's not just aging. That's your lung capacity falling below 60%. That's your oxygen levels dropping without you realizing. Many elders also mistake this with tiredness. I'm just old, they say. But tiredness and oxygen deprivation are two very different things. One can be fixed with rest. The other needs medical attention and lifestyle changes urgently. Now let's talk about a much quieter, far sneakier danger: type 2 diabetes. Most people think diabetes is just about sugar and needles, but that's a tiny piece of the puzzle. Diabetes affects your eyes, your kidneys, your brain, your nerves, your feet, and eventually your lifespan. You may be walking normally today and unable to feel your feet 6 months from now. You may read without glasses today and struggle with blurred vision in a year. And all along, the sugar in your blood may be silently damaging your organs like slow acid. That tingle in your fingers, that occasional blurry eyesight at night, that strange wound on your leg that takes weeks to heal, none of these are small things. They're warnings that time is shortening and action is needed. So what can be done? First, a doctor's checkup, always. No matter how many ideas we discuss, only a medical checkup, blood work, and diagnostic imaging can confirm what's really happening. Ask for a full lipid panel, blood pressure tracking, HbA1c, kidney function tests, and heart rhythm assessments. Make these part of your yearly routine, just like brushing your teeth. These are not extra tasks, they're life insurance. But beyond that, let's talk real daily action, the kind that restore control to your hands, not just prescriptions and pills. Start with food, because your plate is your most powerful tool. Not every elder has the same body, so we'll cover a few different types. If you are lean or underweight and facing fatigue, add soft-boiled eggs to your breakfast. One egg gives 6 grams of complete protein with all essential amino acids. Use almond butter on toast or in porridge. It contains healthy fats and magnesium, which help energy and heart rhythm. Add avocado slices to lunch, high in potassium, which supports blood pressure stability. If you're overweight or diabetic, switch white bread and rice with oats and barley. Oats reduce cholesterol, barley helps regulate insulin. Use cinnamon and turmeric in your food, Both have blood sugar controlling properties proven in clinical trials. Eat smaller meals, 4 or 5 times a day. It keeps insulin steady and avoids fatigue. If you're someone who faces swelling in legs or difficulty breathing, limit salt to 100 milligrams a day, about 30 of a teaspoon. Drink water in regular intervals. Never gulp a lot at once. Eat cucumber, watermelon, and leafy greens, high in water and potassium, support circulation, and reduce water retention. But don't forget, food works best when combined with movement. And this is where many elders struggle. My knees hurt, my back isn't strong, I feel dizzy. That's okay, because the answer isn't gym or jogging. It's gentle but precise routine. Morning routine for almost everyone, regardless of age or strength. Sit upright in bed and stretch your arms overhead for 30 seconds. This improves blood flow to the brain. Place your feet on the floor, lift your toes and hold for 10 seconds. This stimulates circulation and balance. Before stepping out, breathe in deeply, 5 times, exhaling slowly, helps oxygenate the brain and calm the nervous system. After breakfast, take a slow 7-minute walk inside the house or garden. No speed, just motion. If you feel safe, include 5 sit-to-stand repetitions from a sturdy chair. Hold the kitchen counter and lift one leg sideways, alternating. This prevents hip instability. If you're immobile or recovering, do ankle circles in bed. Use light resistance bands for arms. Place a rolled towel under knees and gently press down. Engages quadriceps. And remember, the best exercise isn't always physical. Mental sharpness and joy matter too. Read newspapers aloud for 10 minutes. Call an old friend and share a story. Play a board game with your grandchild. These are not leisure, they are therapy. Now let's speak a bit about sleep, because disrupted sleep is both a cause and symptom of early disease. If you wake up multiple times, avoid caffeine after 1 p.m. Keep a schedule, sleep and wake up at the same time daily. Use lavender oil drops on your pillow, helps slow breathing and ease tension. If you sleep too much during the day, limit daytime naps to 30 minutes. Expose yourself to daylight for 20-30 minutes daily. Sunlight regulates melatonin production. Sit near a window while eating. It resets your body clock. And one of the hardest things but most important is medication discipline. Every month, bring out all your medicines and review them with your doctor or pharmacist. Ask, do I still need this? Are there interactions? Are there better alternatives? Sometimes reducing medications, called deprescribing, increases life quality more than any new pill. But this must always be guided by your doctor. Never stop a medicine without asking. Now lastly, we must mention emotional state. Because illness doesn't only start in the body, it starts in loneliness, in isolation, in loss of purpose. Make one small promise to yourself today. Speak to one person every day. Doesn't matter who, ask them how they are. Listen and speak. Because when the heart is connected, the body follows. Now take a deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. That breath is proof that you are still here. And while you are here, every single day can be made stronger, longer, and more peaceful, with just a few changes, made with care and consistency. When we talk about health, after the age of 60, many people only think about their bones or blood pressure. But there's something deeper happening that most don't realize. It's how your whole body system slows down together. And when that happens, diseases don't just come, they quietly settle in. One of the first things you may notice is a change in your bathroom habits. Maybe you're going more often, or maybe you feel like your bladder isn't fully empty. That's not just age, it could be your kidneys talking. Kidney function slowly declines with age, but in some people it moves too fast, often due to diabetes, dehydration, or certain medications like painkillers. If you feel tired, weak, have dry or itchy skin, or find puffiness around your eyes in the morning, it could be your kidneys waving a small flag. Now let's bring attention to another serious issue, high blood pressure. It's called the silent killer for a reason. It rarely causes any pain, but it slowly damages your arteries, eyes, brain, and kidneys. Think of your body as a plumbing system. If the pressure inside the pipes keeps rising, the walls wear out faster. That's what happens inside your body when blood pressure goes unnoticed or untreated. Many elders believe that dizziness, confusion, or frequent headaches are just normal for their age. But it's often the brain crying for help, either due to poor blood supply or hidden mini strokes. Yes, mini strokes. These are small blockages in the brain, that don't always show dramatic symptoms, but can slowly take away memory, speech, or balance over time. Speaking of the brain, memory loss is not always dementia, but ignoring it is one of the worst mistakes elders make. Forgetting names, repeating questions, losing focus, or losing track of time. These are signs that need attention. Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia don't come overnight. They creep in. But early actions like brain-stimulating activities, regular walks, a Mediterranean-style diet rich in nuts, fish, and olive oil, and reducing sugar and processed foods can slow things down a lot. Even social life affects your health more than you think. People who stay connected live longer. Isolation shortens life, not just emotionally, but physically. It affects your immune system, blood pressure, heart health, and even how fast your cells age. Loneliness is not just a feeling, it's a condition that needs to be treated. Let's talk about bones now. Bones protect your body, but they also age. After 60, especially in women, bones can lose density quickly. This is called osteoporosis. It makes bones brittle. A small fall can lead to a big fracture. The hip, wrist, and spine are most at risk. Many people think it's just bad luck when elders fall, but it's not. It's often weak bones that were never checked. To protect your bones, calcium and vitamin D are key, but calcium alone isn't enough. Without enough vitamin D, your body can't absorb the calcium. Sunlight is the best source. Just 15 minutes in the morning sun helps. But if that's not possible, you can get it from salmon, egg yolks, and fortified cereals. Many people also need supplements, but always ask your doctor before taking any. You also need movement, walking, light stair climbing, or resistance exercises like using a resistance band can keep bones strong. Even standing on one foot for 10 seconds helps improve balance, which lowers the chance of falls. Now let's bring attention to the lungs again. We talked about COPD before, but it's worth going deeper. Your lungs are like balloons. When they get stiff, breathing becomes hard. Smoking, pollution, or infections over the years damage them slowly. You may notice a dry cough that lingers, or breathlessness during small tasks like tying shoelaces or brushing teeth. That's not age, that's the lungs saying they're tired. Steam inhalation, breathing exercises, and indoor plants that purify air can help. Even sitting with a straight spine for 10 minutes in the morning, focusing only on breathing slowly, can strengthen your lungs. Keep your home airy. Avoid strong chemical sprays, and if you use a stove with gas, ensure the kitchen has a window or an exhaust fan. Let's turn now to the stomach, and the problems many elders face silently. Constipation is one of the biggest complaints. It's not just uncomfortable, it can lead to loss of appetite, nausea, or even confusion in very old adults. Drinking enough water is the first solution, but not the only one. Add fiber 20 to 30 grams a day, but instead of counting grams, make it simple. Eat 1 apple, a handful of almonds, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds in water or yogurt, and green leafy vegetables daily. These keep the system clean. Also, avoid sitting all day. Walk after every meal, even just 3 minutes. It wakes up your digestive system. Now, one area many elders avoid talking about is sexual health, but it's important. A decrease in desire or performance is common, and often linked to heart health, hormone levels, or medications. It's not something to hide or ignore. A simple talk with your doctor can help improve quality of life a lot, both mentally and physically. Hearing loss is another issue that quietly increases the risk of isolation, depression, and even dementia. If you keep asking people to repeat themselves or increase the volume on the TV often, get your hearing checked. Modern hearing aids are tiny, efficient, and life-changing. Don't let pride or fear stop you from trying one. Now let's look at skin. Yes, your skin. Dryness, rashes, or itching may seem small, but your skin is your largest organ. If it's not healthy, your comfort and sleep suffer. Use mild, unscented. Moisturize twice a day, once in the morning and once before bed. Drink water, but in regular intervals, and wear loose cotton clothes that don't trap sweat. Eyes are next. Cataracts, glaucoma, or macular degeneration can all reduce vision slowly. Regular eye exams, not just glasses updates, are critical. Your eyes may be showing signs of diabetes or high blood pressure before your body does. Yellowing of the whites of the eyes may indicate liver issues. A blue ring around the cornea could suggest cholesterol problem. Foot care is another thing many ignore, but one infected toe can lead to a hospital stay. Check your feet daily. Look for cuts, color changes, or swelling. Keep toenails short and clean. Wear soft shoes. And if you're diabetic, check your feet after every shower. Let's talk about cancer briefly. After 60, the risk goes up, but early detection saves lives. For men, get prostate exams regularly. For women, breast and cervical screenings matter. Both genders should watch for changes in stool, unusual weight loss, or long-lasting fatigue. These are not always cancer, but always need a doctor's attention. Now let's step back and think about your daily routine, your rhythm. What time do you wake up? Is it different every day? That confuses your body clock. Try to sleep and wake at the same time daily, even on weekends. When your body follows a steady rhythm, it works better. Morning time is golden. Before reaching for your phone, sit up in bed, close your eyes, take 5 slow, deep breaths, smile. Then stretch both arms wide, whisper to yourself, "Let's begin with peace." This may sound small, but it sets the tone for your entire day. After breakfast, spend 10 minutes outdoors, even if you just sit. If you can't walk far, place a chair near a window or door with sunshine. Read something aloud. It exercises your lungs and brain at the same time. Midday is where energy dips. Avoid heavy meals. Instead, have lentil soup with whole wheat bread or grilled vegetables with cottage cheese. If you feel sleepy, take a nap, but not more than 30 minutes. Evening time should be light and calm. Turn off bright lights. Avoid scary or noisy news. Listen to soft music. Stretch your arms and neck for 5 minutes. Sip warm herbal tea. Before bed, dip your feet in warm water for 10 minutes. If you can, dry them gently. Put on clean cotton socks. This helps circulation and sleep. Also, speak with someone you love before sleep, even if it's just a few words. Human connection is the best pillow. Now let's discuss supplements. Many elders are told to take vitamin B12, magnesium, calcium, iron, and omega-3, but not everyone needs all of them. Get blood tests. Your doctor will tell you which ones matter most for you. Taking random pills without knowing your levels can harm you more than help. Some natural helpers include ashwagandha, for stress and energy, but only after your doctor approves. Turmeric with black pepper, for joint pain and inflammation. Psyllium husk in warm water, for regular bowel movements. Keep all these simple. Don't mix too many. Stick to a plan, and give it time. One last point, technology. Use it to help yourself. Smartwatches can track heart rate and oxygen. Pill organizers beep when it's time for medicine. Video calls can bring distant family closer, and health apps can record your sugar or blood pressure easily. But don't let technology replace real connection. Nothing is more healing than a hand to hold or a voice to hear. And if some days feel hard, that's okay. You're not weak, you're human. Even the strongest trees lose leaves, but they still stand, and you will too. Pain is not always loud. Sometimes it shows up as silence. A kind of stillness in your day where you feel slower, heavier, unsure, and this stillness isn't always from the outside. Many times it's coming from the inside. Your cells, your systems, your forgotten symptoms. The truth is, the body does not suddenly fail. It whispers first, then it talks. And only when it's been ignored for too long, it starts to shout. Let's walk through those final layers that many ignore. Not because they don't care, but because no one ever explained them well enough. Liver function, for example, is something most elders never even think about. But the liver does over 500 tasks in your body. It cleans your blood, it manages cholesterol, it supports digestion, it helps balance your hormones. And when it gets overloaded by fatty foods, medications, alcohol, or infections, it quietly stops doing its job. You may feel tired all the time, you may lose appetite, you might feel bloated or have strange body odors, or you could have dark urine and yellowish eyes. These are not normal. These are the liver's warning signs, and yet many ignore them until something big happens. Blood tests for liver enzymes, along with an ultrasound, can show early damage. Treatment is usually simple. Reduce fried foods, avoid alcohol, increase fruits like papaya and apples, and drink more water slowly throughout the day, not all at once. Then there's the immune system. After 60, it doesn't respond like it used to. That's why small colds can feel heavier. Cuts take longer to heal, and vaccines become more important. A pneumonia shot, flu shot, and shingles vaccine, they're not just protection. They're an extension of your health shield. But how can we support the immune system naturally? It begins with rest. Sleep is when your body repairs. If you're sleeping less than 6 hours daily, your immunity goes down. Add to that poor diet and stress, and even a small virus can feel like a mountain. Zinc is a key nutrient found in pumpkin seeds, cashews, chickpeas, and seafood. Vitamin C supports white blood cell activity found in citrus fruits, bell peppers, and guavas. A simple herbal tea with ginger, tulsi, and lemon can warm the system and soothe the throat, especially in changing seasons. Another area often ignored is hydration. Dehydration isn't just about feeling thirsty. In elders, it often shows up as confusion, dizziness, dry mouth, or constipation. Your body's ability to sense thirst weakens with age. That's why you need a habit, not a signal. Keep a glass next to your bed, another in the living room, and one in the kitchen. Sip every hour, and remember, your kidneys love slow sips more than fast gulps. Let's also talk about cholesterol, often misunderstood. Not all cholesterol is. Your body actually needs it to make hormones and protect nerves. But when bad cholesterol LDL goes up and good cholesterol HDL goes down, the balance tips toward disease. What helps? Walnuts, flax seeds, oats, olive oil, and small amounts of dark chocolate. Yes, chocolate, but only the kind with 70% or more cocoa, and in tiny portions. Physical activity also boosts HDL. Even standing up every hour and moving for 3 minutes helps. Let's now reflect on something deeper, your habits. What is your first thought in the morning? Is it gratitude or worry? What is your last thought before sleeping? Is it peace or regret? Your emotional state writes itself on your body. A joyful mind supports better heart rhythm. A hopeful mood strengthens immunity. Laughter improves oxygen levels. And silence, when done with presence, rebalances your nervous system. Write down 5 things every night that went well today. It may be something small like watering your plant, enjoying tea, or listening to birds. This trains the brain to look for life, not problem. And that alone adds years. And here's one practice that works wonders for elders who feel lost or isolated. Adopt a small routine that involves giving. It doesn't mean big acts. Maybe it's calling someone daily, or helping a neighbor with a phone setting, or watering your building's plant. Giving pulls us out of fear. It anchors us in meaning. Even spiritual connection helps. If you have faith, pray slowly, not for outcomes, but for clarity. If not, simply sit in silence and watch your breath. That alone, repeated daily, builds strength that no pill can match. Let's also be honest about something. Many elders fear becoming a burden. They hide pain, they pretend to be okay, they avoid asking for help. But remember, it takes more courage to ask for support than to suffer in silence. You deserve care. You've spent decades giving. Now is the time to receive it without guilt. And if you are a caregiver or younger person watching this, don't just ask your elders if they're okay. Ask them if they feel seen. Ask them if they want to talk about something from years ago. Ask them to tell you one thing they missed. You'll be amazed at how healing that one moment can be. Finally, never forget that health is not a straight line. There are days when you will feel full of life, and others when you feel slow and unsure. That's not failure. That's nature. What matters is that you keep showing up for yourself. Small acts done daily, stretching, sipping water, making your bed, smiling at someone. These are not just habits. They are votes for life. You've made it through this entire journey today, and that alone shows your strength. Most people never take the time to learn about their own health, but you did. You invested energy in understanding your body, and that energy will return to you in better sleep, deeper joy, and longer life. We're not here just to survive. We're here to live well, and now you're better prepared to do exactly that. Some people say, one video can't change your life. But sometimes one moment of understanding does. If this brought you even 1 ounce of clarity, then don't let it go to waste. If you want to support more content like this, so we can reach others and go even deeper, the support link is in the comments and description. And let me leave you with one final thought for today. Take a 3-minute walk every morning, just as the sun begins to rise. That little bit of light, that quiet breath of air, it can nourish your body more than most medicines you'll ever take. Stay strong. Stay peaceful, and remember, life still has beautiful pages left to turn.